This bootcamp is all about building your authority. So what better way to talk about building your authority than with two platforms that have made people celebrities in their own mind. So I know there's still, a lot of these platforms are, or these two platforms are still reasonably new and are being taken up slowly. However, you know, we follow America. They're huge in America. They're going to be big here. So let's get on top of them now before your competitors. So a little bit about myself before we begin. Again, my name's Katina. I just run a small digital marketing agency. What we do is we focus on lead generation for small businesses like yourself, and we do it through search and social. So that's pretty much everything about myself. And the most important role that I do have in my life is I am a mum to two very beautiful children. Now, before you all say anything, yes, she's mine, the eldest, and I know that you're thinking she either looks really good for her age or she had a young. So I'm going to tell you all I had my first young. I was very, very young. I was 18 years old, and then I finished later in life. So yeah, I've got a 12-year gap, but I love them to bits and would not be without them. Now, just going on a little bit, this slide is a little bit about what David was talking about. I just wanted to show you guys again. I know it might have felt like a lifetime since David was on this stage, but it was only yesterday morning. So I just wanted to recap a little bit about, social media. Look, your website is here. The whole goal that you have is to drive traffic to your website. That is the most important thing you can do as a business owner. Now, the various channels that you choose to use can be, that there's such a huge array of places that you can go. The most important thing that you need to find out is where's your target market hanging and how you can capture them. So what I'm going to do, I'm going through Instagram. However, I will put, if your target market is not on Instagram, I don't recommend you wasting your time on it because you can waste hours and hours and hours on a platform that you're not going to get anywhere. But if your market is on there, awesome. Can I just see, does everyone have an Instagram account here? Sort of maybe 50%, 70%. And now do you use it socially or, socially? What about for business? Yeah, okay, perfect. Oh, awesome. That's great. Okay, so again, just as I mentioned earlier, as I said, it's not for everyone. However, if you do find your target market there, do utilise it. Now, why am I talking about Instagram today? Because Instagram has 5 million monthly active Australian users. It's huge, it's growing. It is owned by Facebook, so of course Facebook is just pushing it and growing it. 58% of people on the platform are between 18 and 29. Now, finding statistics in Australia for anything is a nightmare. So I've with the experience I've had, my guess is sort of between 20% 30 to 45-year-olds are on the platform and 20% teens and tweens. So that's my guess. It's an educated guess. However, it's not statistically correct. So I just wanted to make sure you're all aware of that. But basically, to me, what that's saying is that a lot of people are using that platform that are buyers. Now, basically, Instagram, a picture says 1,000 words. So everyone loves pictures. Compelling copy is awesome, but if you see a picture, it captures your attention. That's exactly what Nick said before. So what kind of things do you think as a business should you post? And this is probably one of the most troubling issues that people have when they're thinking about going onto Instagram. So as a business owner, you're thinking, what do I post? Where do I go? I don't know where to start. I don't want to take photos all day. What do I do? So I'm just going to give you a few tips, a few tools that I use, and that you can decide. Obviously, it is purely photos, and that's what they're encouraging people to use, is just take photos, done, and then make it pretty with a filter and pop it on Instagram. However, who as a business owner has time to do this every single day, a couple of times a day? No one. So it's really, really difficult to do that. So I'll go through a few things that we use. Smart visuals are obviously what we need in Instagram. We want things that look beautiful. It's Instagram. I know Nick was talking about this morning about being authentic, but I have to admit this is one platform that you're really not authentic. It kind of goes against what he said because it's about everything looking beautiful. People want to see beauty and beautiful images, and that's the people that are on the platform. Now, I use a particular program called Canva to create sort of images. I also use a program, Big Stock. I know Kerry mentioned yesterday that Facebook give free stock images for ads, which is awesome, so utilise that. However, if you're curating content, which is pretty much what I'm talking about today, is the curating content. And when I say curating content, what I mean is just pumping out content for your followers. So that's curating. So yeah, I use Canva. I use Big Stock. So I'll grab a picture that looks kind of funky, kind of cool. The reason I use Big Stock is that it has images that are not cheesy stock photos. They're kind of quirky. They're kind of cool. This is just an image I created for this PowerPoint in Canva. I'm pretending there's a sale on. There's a summer sale in Wollongong. I grabbed an image from Big Stock, dumped it into Canva, created the little bits of text on there, and then bang, you've got a pretty image that you can put some caption with. So these again are easy, quick ways that you can get away with posting lots of content. Another thing that you can post, and this kind of goes against what Kerry said yesterday, is cute pictures. It's a little bit different. Again, Instagram is different to Facebook in the fact that who doesn't love a picture of a cute dog? Like really, I do. Cats, babies, they are gorgeous. So if you've got a following and you think that your following would like to see a cute dog thrown into the mix, go for it, I think. Now, also your team. Do you have a good team? Do you want to showcase your team to your target audience? People love people. I know we were working with a particular cafe and we did some team photos. We tagged all their mates and the amount of people, the amount of followers and the engagement was huge. I mean, that kind of stuff is so much better than a stock photo. So team, go for it. Tell your team if they're photo shy, I'm so sorry, but this is part of your job. You've got to do it. Behind the scenes, anything behind the scenes, people want to know, like, you're a business, you created a brand, but what do you really do behind the scenes? Like, how do you do it? How does it operate? Again, it kind of follows through with the people loving people. Let's make it fun. Again, and I think Kerry mentioned this, McDonald's. I love to follow McDonald's on a lot of stuff because, again, they have used so much money, so much resources into finding out what works. Let's just copy them. We know it works because they're using it. Clever captions. Make sure all your photos have some really clever captions. Instagram has, although it's serious and it has the pleasing, the aesthetically pleasing feel about it, it also has a bit of fun. So, use your emojis. Make sure you're, smiling and, in love and pointing and thumbs and fists and all of those. People love the emojis. So also keep them brief as well. So we've just got here, this is just a good example. This particular woman I follow a lot on Instagram. Her name's Emily Sky Fit. If anyone wants to look at an Instagram influencer, she is it. You'll notice I've got quite a few snippets of her stuff. Now what she is a fitness trainer, personal trainer, and sells online products. How she utilises Instagram and Snapchat is phenomenal. It just blows me away, the amount of people and followers that she has. So she is what I call a major influencer in the Instagram space. Now, I've also given you just a couple of apps to enhance your images as well. So if you're on the fly and you're wanting to take a quick photo of your team and you want to go, okay, done. But you don't want to go back to your computer. You don't want to have to go into Canva. You don't want to have to try and make it beautiful. You can do it all from your phone. So this is just to make it easier. Font Mania is a paid app. However, you can, as I said, you can go in there, got your photo, chuck a few beautiful filters on and add some text and make it look good too. It also, you can put little pictures and again, make it quirky if quirky is what your thing is. Now I'm going to go through some tips for gaining followers. Now it's not just good to post pretty stuff without actually getting some followers in return, because what you're doing with Instagram and Snapchat is you're cultivating a tribe. You are building up an audience that wants to see your brand, that wants to see your business. So what I like to use is popular hashtags. So a popular hashtag will take some time to research, because you need to find out what is popular for your business and what is popular for your niche. So I've just got here, just a couple, like if you're in the food industry, I don't know if our lady, I think she's gone, food lady. So if you're in the food industry, food porn, which is huge. Everyone loves a good food porn. Now, it's not a dirty word, please. It is actually a hashtag, and it's really popular. That's foodies love it. So that's what, if you're a foodie and you put in food porn, you're guaranteed engagement from miles around. Now, a lot of people do take hashtags and they kind of think that a hashtag is just kind of something funny. It can be, and it is awesome, but someone kill my kids, give me coffee now. Like, it's funny and it's awesome, but it's not what they're about. You can have just a couple of those to make a bit of light of your post. However, again, the most important thing is having the popular hashtags to help your post get found. Hold regular competitions. So, I don't know, do you guys have competitions in your business? Do you run competitions at all? No one? Yeah, what kind of competitions do you? Perfect. Yep. So it becomes a little viral. Yeah, perfect. That's exactly what you want to do. Little competitions. This particular business has utilised cross-pollinating of the social platforms. So they're cross-pollinating. They're saying, hey, if you enter, you've got to go onto my Facebook page. So they're saying, okay, Instagram users, I know there's a lot here, but please go over to my Facebook page. And you'll notice throughout some of these slides, there are quite a lot of examples of where people are saying, hey, go to Snapchat, hey, go to Instagram, hey, go to Facebook, because they're all different users, but they may not, you may have a person who likes your business page on Facebook, but they may not like your Instagram account because they've just never thought about it. Or they may not like your Snapchat because, again, they've not thought about looking for you. So you've got to treat your audience as though they're not the most intelligent people. So no offense to any of your customers out there, but you've just got to point them in the right direction all the time. So I've just got a couple more competitions. Again, you can see the use of Insta competition. That's a huge popular hashtag, and you'll find that people will find your competition with regards to having that hashtag. Now I'm going to go through some tips to get some engagement. Now what we've got is, what about a shout out to your customers? Do you guys have some really good customers that visit your store, that utilise your service on a regular basis? Why not do a shout out? Why don't you make them feel special? Because there's nothing better than going through your news feed and seeing that a brand or a business has tagged you, and you think, oh wow, how cool. So you're making them feel special, giving them a bit of VIP service, but you're also showing them, and you're showing their friends, and you're showing everyone else that, hey, you've got some really awesome customers here. So they're awesome. I'd probably recommend, if you're in a bit of a strange industry, you maybe might need to ask them prior, but generally most of the time people are happy with you tagging them. Another good strategy is a tag-a-mate series. So a tag-a-mate series is when you're trying to, just get a bit of engagement, get some followers, and say, hey, tag a mate if you like this, tag a mate if you want a competition, tag a mate this, tag a mate that. Here's this one we did for a particular restaurant. Their focus is on gym junkies, because their restaurant is about weight loss. So, we did this Tag a Mate series, and people loved it because all the gym guys were like, oh, I know my mate, he's just as buff. He wants to look like Arnie. And again, we had so many people tagging this particular tile because, it's funny. Repost customers' photos. So if you've got a customer that has taken a photo at your store or wearing one of your clothes or are at the gym and they're taking a photo at your gym, just repost those photos. Again, it kind of goes with the making them feel special because they think, oh wow, they've just reposted my photo. I must be VIP. They must like me. But also it shows that other people are using your business. Another thing that's really, really important is finding your brand ambassadors. So again, these could be the ones that posted the photo that you've reposted. Find some customers that are on these platforms that have a really good following and work with them. Send a little email to them or pick up the phone and talk to them, or when they're in your shop, chat to them and just say, hey, look, I notice you visit my store all the time and thank you so much, that's awesome. Would you like to start posting a few more photos of my business in exchange for? And then you give them something. So you say, well, look, I'll give you a couple of extra coffees. Great, they're happy with that. Or I'll give you an extra something. Make it worthwhile. Obviously, with the law of reciprocity, you want to make sure it's a fair exchange. So again, if they're going to post your stuff, give them stuff that they're really happy with and excited. Create call to actions. Now, I just love this one with Instagram engagement. For those that don't have an account and don't go on it, to get to get a like, as they call it, you've got to double tap. So you double tap the icon. So this is a really, really clever way of getting people to engage in the photo. So it's saying, double tap your favourite flavour. This is American, of course. And so you go on there and say, oh, I like cola. I'll double tap it. And so there, people, awesome, clever, love it. Now, the reason that we are encouraging people to tab and double tap is because in September this year, Instagram decided, let's shake things up a bit. Let's change our algorithms. So they're kind of going in the same path as Facebook, obviously, because they're the parent. Let's change things up. So everything that you post, just like Facebook, doesn't always get shown in people's news feed. And so this is where the engagement that you get in your images will help your credibility as a business and will help your your posts be shown in people's news feeds. So this is just something that we did with one of our clients. We just let people know, turn on your notifications, because if you don't turn them on, pretty much you're not going to see us. So although people may be aware of this algorithm change, they may not as well. And they need to be spoon-fed to say, hey, turn on your notifications. So I understand not everyone is on Instagram. There's a huge, huge portion of people that are not. What if no one wants to see my business, but my demographic is not on Instagram? My target market is not. Is it really? Think about it. Really think about who your target market is. And if it fits in, if it's a woman, generally there are a lot more women using Instagram. And maybe your ideal avatar is a woman. She's 30. She has kids. So that might be your ideal avatar. Instagram is there. That's where she hangs out. She posts baby photos. She puts lots and lots of beautiful images there. She loves to see other people's babies. She loves all that. But you know what? She's also a decision maker. She also might have a home. And she also might use a removalist. This is one of our clients we've just started working with. We just started working with them about 3 weeks ago. And already they were very much in the same mind. Oh, but I don't know, my business, I'm a removalist. Why would a removalist go on Instagram? They couldn't understand it. Eventually we said, look, let's just give it a try. Let's give it a try. And already we'd grown the account. It was very, very minimal. There was hardly anyone there. And we'd grown the account by 53 followers, and we're following 46. So we've just posted, luckily they had a lot of content themselves. So we haven't had to make up a lot. They've got a lot of images of their boys. They've got a lot of images of moving. So that's fantastic. That helps. So we've just started posting them, popping some little clever captions. You know, we popped some memes here and there because I'm a big fan of memes because I think they're funny. I don't know if anyone else does, but I do. Oh, you love a meme? Good. Oh, me too. Good. Yeah, I'm a sick meme person. So we chuck a few memes. You know, we do a lot of funny stuff because around the time of moving, it's a stressful time. You know, people's tense. So we try and make fun of the whole moving situation. And again, you know, the clients are happy. They love it. They see their Instagram not only growing, but they see these beautiful images and they think, hey, cool, this is awesome. We're happy. So again, another tip to grow your followers would be to follow them themselves. So what that means is if you've got a specific target market and you know this specific target market likes a complementary business of yours. So say, for example, you're in the gym space or you're, a personal trainer and you know that your target market might like Jenny Craig. I mean, that's just a really bad example, but they might like a super smoothie shop. So what you do is you go to the super smoothie shop or the Jenny Craig business page and you follow a lot of those people that are following them because chances are they're the same demographic as who your target market is. The only issue with that is I don't recommend following too many and them not following you back. Now, Instagram does have a little etiquette, which is very, very similar to Twitter, and it has that etiquette in the fact that if someone follows you, more often than not, you think, oh, I'll be nice, I'll follow you back. So generally, a lot of people live by those rules still on the platform. However, you do get people that don't. So if you get those people that don't follow and you notice you're starting to get way too many people that you're following and not enough followers, just slow down a bit on that method because it looks almost desperate. So I'd advise to slow down on that one. Oh, that's a really bad slide. No one can read it. Okay, so you're probably still thinking in your head, well, gosh, okay, I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube, I'm doing blogging, I'm doing everything. How possibly can I fit another platform in my marketing mix? I'll just go with you just a few sneaky things that we use to make it easier, to make your life easier as a business owner. So up here, we do have a really bad social media content calendar. Now, when I first started out in business, my cash flow was quite minimal. So our content calendars were purely in Google Calendar. So I just have everyone's content in there. Monday would post this, Tuesday I'd post that, Wednesday I would post that. We've got blogs going out, we've got social, we've got Facebook, we've got Instagram. So it's all here. It's really basic. I know you can't see it well, but if you're a small business and your marketing budget is small, I'd recommend just going into Google, going into a Google Calendar. It's free. It's awesome and it helps you get organised. Now, what I recommend as well is planning everything a month ahead. Do make sure that you set some time that you can get all your posts together and start having a plan. This helps because I know there are times that you think, you as a business owner think, oh, you know what, I'll post stuff, and then Monday happens, and then Tuesday happens, and then Wednesday happens, and you're like, oh my gosh, I haven't posted anything, because you start off every day with the right intention, but things get in the way. Things get in the way. Things get in the way. So you forget, and before you know it, it's been 3 weeks since you posted anything. So this is where a content calendar helps. It just helps you get organised. It also helps you tell you what you've got going on. You can have a look a month ahead and say, look, let's do a promo on the 3rd week of October, and let's do a promo about this. And oh, actually, we can do some lead-up posts towards that promo 2 weeks out. It just helps you not be so ad hoc and be more strategic in your content and your marketing. Now, this is just for those, again, I do apologise, the image is not very good. If you have a little bit of a larger budget, there is a really phenomenal plugin that you can pop in the back of your website. It's called Co-Schedule. It's amazing. You can have all your posts, all your content, everything scheduled in there, and it will automatically post it for you. So that's amazing. You can have a blog post sitting in Co-Schedule, ready to go, and bang, it posts it out for you. You don't even know. You don't even know what's happening. It's beautiful and it's amazing, but it does cost a little bit of money. It's an ongoing fee. I think it's about, for a solo plan, it's about $20 a month. So it's not too bad, but then you've got to weigh out $20 compared to your time and effort. Yeah, you kind of got to work that out, but yeah. Yep, WordPress, they've got a web interface as well. So the web interface, you can log on and do everything from the web. But if you've got a WordPress site, plug it in, it's just lock and load. It's awesome. Now, as I said, the most important thing you can do with your marketing is to automate everything, because if you automate, you don't forget. Now, the only issue with Co-Schedule is you can't automate it for Instagram. There is not an automated tool out there in the world. This is the only one that you can automate your Instagram posts. Hootsuite doesn't automate it. You name it, every single automated social media service does not do Instagram. I know because I have searched high and low for this thing. So Autogrammer, it's not the most fantastic interface to use. However, it does Instagram. So I know that at the start of the month, I'll plan all my Instagram posts for my clients and pop them in Autogrammer, and I know, bang, they're going out. I use Hootsuite for all the other platforms, just because it's a lot easier. There's more statistics, more analytics, but they don't schedule Instagram. You can schedule it in your pretty little planners, and it will give you a text and say, hey, you can post that post now, but, we got low battery. I might have to sing and dance for a little while. It's coming. So yeah, Autogrammer is a lifesaver for Instagram. Now, another thing to do, so at the beginning of the month, you've scheduled all your content. You can't just lock and leave then. You can't go, okay, I'm closing up. I don't want to have to look at my Instagram account. I don't want to have to look at my Facebook. I don't want to have to do anything more. I still recommend just to do daily top-ups of your accounts. So the daily top-ups are just, maybe spend half an hour engaging in people, liking people, talking to people. So just to keep that momentum going, just to look like you haven't just kind of scheduled everything and that's it. Just get a little bit active, but again, half an hour, that's all you need. Don't get caught down the rabbit hole and end up somewhere down, looking at your girlfriend's photos, and schedule half an hour, bang, jump on, like, comment, share all your friends, well, not your friends, sorry, your advocates, do all of that, and then you're done. So again, it should really take you maybe 4 hours at the beginning of the month, and then half an hour a day. That's all you need to spend on your social media in terms of curating content. Now, August the 2nd, 2016 was a very exciting day for us marketers. This is when the Instagram story were unleashed. It's so exciting for us because Snapchat is amazing and everyone loves it. However, Instagram have the users. Snapchat still don't yet. So an Instagram story is one of the most important things that I think you should do as a business. And this could be part of your half an hour a day on social, is popping an Instagram story on there. So you create all your curated content, you're ready for that to be pumped out through the month, but every now and then pop a little Instagram story in there to be on top. The reason they are awesome, you have visual dominance for 24 hours. So in your newsfeed, every time people log into their Instagram, your business is at the top. Your story is right at the top. What an awesome way to be reminded. So an active user, if they're looking at Instagram 5 times a day and your story is at the top and they see it 5 times a day, awesome. It's amazing. Have your little logo at the start of the story. Then people go, oh, okay, I'll have a look. But if you find people don't want to look at your logo, have something else. They are amazing. They are slower to take up because, again, people are still feeling their way around them. So it's good. Take advantage of these now before every Tom, Dick and Harry gets on them. Because I think once everyone's on these stories, you won't get your visual dominance for the 24 hours. At the moment, they rotate them through. So you do, if you've got lots and lots of people using them, they kind of rotate through. You might be shown every couple of hours. So if your target market aren't using Instagram stories, get onto it. Or your competition aren't doing it, get onto them. They are amazing. So how can you take advantage of the stories? You're sitting there thinking, okay, you're telling me to do these stories, but what do I do in them? You can do anything really in a story. People, again, they have that Snapchat feel, so it's very relaxed, very casual. Short-term promotions, you want to pop a 24-hour sale up there, give it a go. You want to tell a story, like what Nick said this morning. You want to tell a story? What better way to do it with a story, an Instagram story? Build anticipation with a product launch. Do a few stories leading up to the product launch. Behind scenes to your business. Again, it's the same thing. People want to see people. People want to buy from people. You also can see who's viewed your story. That's awesome is you can go, oh, okay, this is who's looking at my stuff. Fantastic. These might be my brand ambassadors. I might need to approach them. This is these people. So how do you create a story? You're sitting there saying, okay, this is all well and good, but how do I create it? Where do I start? So it's really, really easy. It's just at the top. There we go. Press that plus, and the next thing it starts saying, well, what would you like to add to your story? Do you want to add a photo? It takes you through video footage. You can type on it. It's really, really simple and an easy way to see what's going on. Okay, so what else can you add to your story? Again, maybe some games. Put a few games up there. Would your target audience like a bit of a game? Would they think it's fun? Would you like to find a cross promotion with a complementary business? Again, if you sell tyres, your women are target market. Well, who makes the buying decision with a tyre? Well, find out another business. Does a mechanic want to go on it? Again, cross-promoting, utilise their target audience. So again, it's got to have what's in it for them, what's in it for you. There's got to be a very fair, equal exchange. But yeah, go to a business that has nothing to do with yours, but has the same target market. Say, hey, I notice you've got a lot of followers. I've got a lot of followers. Let's merge them. Let's see what we can do. What kind of cross-promotion? Now, analytics. Does everyone know about the business analytics side of Instagram? No? Okay. So when you've got Instagram, when you open it up and you go into your settings, you can actually turn it on just through here. Switch to a business profile. Everyone has it. If you switch to a business profile, you then unlock all of these analytics within your Instagram stuff. So that's pretty much, this will tell you the insights. It'll show you the engagement, the times of engagement, who's following, how many followers you've got, who's coming on board. It's awesome because this will help when you're scheduling your posts. This will help your scheduling times. because, again, you want to schedule your post when your target market is online. So if you know that your target market is a lawyer, and you know that he commutes, then you know that the early hours, post early. If your target market's a mum and at night she's gone to bed, just as Nick said, she is more likely to buy at night. So that's where you want to put your posts on there. Now, this is awesome. We've curated a lot of content. We've made it look pretty. We might have got a little bit of followers, but we haven't necessarily made any sales. This is where paid ads for Instagram is what you need to do. So I'm not going to go too much into the paid ads for Instagram because Kerry did all of it yesterday. It's pretty much exactly the same as it is a Facebook ad that you're putting on. The only difference that you're doing is you're just going click, create an Instagram ad. So you've just utilised all the data from Facebook. You've got your target audience. You've used every single thing from Facebook, and you've just transferred it over to Instagram. Highly recommend it. Even if you don't think that your followers are on Instagram, give it a go. Put it there. You can't lose anything. But when you're looking at your analytics, you'll be able to see, hang on a minute, I'm actually getting clicks from Instagram. It might help you make decisions of maybe I might want to post more on Instagram. So again, do it. It's great. It's easy. And utilise all of Kerry's strategies. Do the paid ad to a landing page, to a lead magnet. Sort of follow that whole cycle that she has. But I'm not going to go into it too much. That's Instagram. So we're just going to do a little bit of Q&A about Instagram before things are going to get a bit more fun. Any questions? Does anyone have anything? Yes? Time. Yeah. So I guess that's where, when I was saying have the calendar, spend 4 hours max up front, before the month. Get all your content ready, sort of download your big stock photos. Do you have staff? Same thing. Yep, just do it all together. So spend a day, lock out a day even. Curate, your Instagram stuff, curate your Facebook stuff, do your ads, do everything. Do your blog posts or even just outline the blog posts or whatever you want to do. Do it all at the beginning, and then every week you'll see, okay, this has been scheduled, that's going out automatically. But again, you might have maybe pop in your schedule your ad hoc photos. Or take a photo of this and snap it live. So again, you do want to have a little bit of the curated content mixed with some live stuff too. And I totally get where you're coming from, because as a business owner, you're like, oh my gosh, too much. Where do I start? Where do I do it? Again, scheduling. If you just schedule it right at the beginning of the month, you can put it all almost on autopilot. Almost. Anyway, yes? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Well, you can, if you go into your settings, you can actually add another account within that account. So it makes the flipping back and forth a lot easier. Yeah, so again, similar to how when I went into the analytics side, you go into your business profile, go through, add an account, and it will say, username, password. It kind of just pre-populates it. It just makes it a lot easier. Kind of caches everything. But yeah, look, I get that. Yeah. It's a lifesaver. But look, I totally understand where you're coming from. I was exactly the same. My Instagram account, very neglected because I was always logged into all my clients' accounts, trying to do all their stuff, and I'm like, What about me? I don't know. But yeah, get it. Once I found that, which is only recently, mind you. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, look, it must be only recent because I only just found it recently. It's like, oh my God, this is like the Holy Grail. But anyway, it's cool. Yeah, anyone else? Yes. Can you, sorry? Hide the amount. Oh, no, you can't. No. Yeah. Yeah. So I guess that's where you might have to spend a little bit of time to start off with, following people, engaging, trying to get followers to start off with. But, you know, everyone's got to start somewhere. So just like your Facebook page, you know, you had to start somewhere. So is that it for, yes, sorry? Mm-hmm. Yep. Look, they're not as policed as Facebook, Instagram. So it's we're not really supposed to be like and share to win this, or like and share. It is illegal in Facebook eyes. Instagram's not as policed as Facebook, so we can get away with a lot more. I guess my way of thinking is, let's get away with something as much as we can until we get in trouble. In marketing, that's what you do. You just got to go bang, bang, bang. Someone tells you off, you're like, okay, I'll slow that down. But yeah, I go, do it until someone says, hey, I think you've got some issues with your account, and then it's like, okay. So. Okay. Yep. Oh, okay. That's cool. Yeah, okay. Oh, that's cool. I like that. That's a bit clever. Loop loop competitions. Yeah, okay, cool. Might try that one. But there is another little sort of sneaky program that I've been known to use every now and then. It's called Insta Easy, and it's kind of similar. What it does is it automatically builds up your followers, so it automatically follows people for you. So I don't recommend using it all the time. I would just recommend using it to, you've got to have at least 100 followers before you start, otherwise it looks spammy. But you have to, I just recommend using it for about a month. Builds up your followers, it goes in, it automatically follows stuff. It's not probably the most white hat, so I haven't got it on the slides, and maybe delete that off the video. But yeah, it's called Insta Easy, and you'll watch it. You can do it on different levels, and you can watch your, again, you say, I want followers that like this business page, I want followers that like this, and before you know it, it just kind of goes in and follows people, unfollows people. It's like crazy. And you see all these followers come on. And I've checked, all the followers are legit the kind of people that would follow the page. So yeah, it's a little sneaky one. But I wouldn't recommend doing it all the time. But if you just need that boost, you've got 100 followers and you think, I just want to get to a couple of thousand, I'd recommend that particular program. It's not an app. Just Google Insta Easy, all one word, and it'll come up. And it was actually made by an Aussie in the Gold Coast. So I kind of think if an Aussie made it, it's got to be good. So that's how I reassure myself and say, okay, it's okay. All right. So is there anything else on Instagram? Yes.
What's the difference between a personal page and a business page on Instagram?
Yeah.
Because I set up a personal page for my
Yep.
business page like 12 months ago.
Yep.
When they didn't have business pages.
Well, all you need to do is you can just switch it. You just turn a switch, and it links you to. You can link. Do you have a Facebook business page? Yeah, you just link it to that, and all of a sudden your personal Instagram turned business. Yeah, so there's no real difference in anything else except for you got analytics. and you can throw ads through it. So, cool. Anyone else? I think we're all good. Okay, so we're now on to one of my favourite platforms. And I guess because I've got a 16-year-old daughter, I probably love it a little bit more because, she's always Snapchatting me and I think it's fun. So, Snapchat. Why Snapchat? Really? Why would you use it? We've got 100 million daily active users. These are American stats. Again, unfortunately, Australia's stats are a little bit hard to find really up-to-date and recent ones. We do have some Australian stats down the bottom. We've got 8 billion video views every day on Snapchat. Snapchat is considered the best way to reach 13 to 34-year-olds. That's a huge demographic in there, huge. In Australia, we have over 3 million users, and this is of February 2016. It is the fastest growing platform in Australia right now. It's huge, it's going to be huge. You've got to get on it, all right? You're all thinking, oh, really? Unfortunately, it's coming. Yeah, so has everyone downloaded the app? We're slowly doing it? Okay, that's okay. Well, we're still doing it, but once you're in it, put your username in there, pop a password or I think it's just an email that you can set up your password later. But then the next step is to go through all your contacts. Yeah. Oh, the verification? Yeah, it should just come. Do you have your email attached to it? Oh. Just maybe keep playing, keep trying it, do it through the business. So, if everyone's downloaded it, so by the looks of it, not everyone has it, I just want you to play. So this little segment now is just about playing it. I want you all to now create a Snapchat. So, what you do is you take your phone, you put it to your face, and you take a selfie, all right? I want everyone to take selfies. So, can we all have some selfies going on? Take a selfie. So make sure you reverse camera and take a selfie. If everyone's downloaded it, so by the looks of it, not everyone has it, I just want you to play. So this little segment now is just about playing it. I want you all to now create a Snapchat. So what you do is you take your phone, you put it to your face, and you take a selfie, all right? I want everyone to take selfies. So, can we all have some selfies going on? Take a selfie. So make sure you reverse camera and take a selfie. Okay, so once you've got the selfie there, I now want you all, we're going to start looking for a geo filter now. I'll get into a geo filter. Actually, I'm jumping a little bit ahead, but that's okay. Has everyone done a selfie? Yeah, is their selfie still on the... Yep, okay. So click across. I want you all to click across multiple times, and this is going to help bring some filters on here. So if you keep scrolling... How many times? And you'll see Business Bootcamp. We have a geo filter here. Yes, awesome. Add it to your story. So this is what we call a geo filter, and it works amazing for events. So if everyone can get themselves a little geo filter. Okay. Yeah, take a selfie. So go that way. Oh, hang on. Gorgeous. And then we go across. These are geo filters. And then these are all different ones. And we go, oh, hello. There you go. And you can send it or add it to your story. Yep, keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going. If you don't like, yeah, you can play around with it. So... And keep going. Oh. Yeah, I have no idea what that is. I don't know. Maybe hop out of it and hop back in? I don't know. Selfie lessons, awesome. You go, girl. You go, girl. Nice. Yeah. And duck face. Duck face. No duck face? Oh, okay. Awesome. Nice. So if you keep going across. Across. Okay, you don't have one. I don't know why you don't either. Some aren't getting them. I don't know what they're, but these are geo filters. Okay, so if you want to send it, so who do you want to send it to? You want to send it to these people, or you want to add it to your story? Chuck it on your story. There we go. Add it to your story. Yep, everyone's going to see it now. And then you add it, just go add it to your story. Done, your story. Oh my goodness, we have Snapchatters. Yes, look at this. Nice. Do you want to send it? You want to add it to your story? So you want to send it. You want to add it to your story. And we're going to add it. And then done. You've officially created your first story. So that's just one slide. Yeah. Yeah, so just keep going. So just swipe across. Yeah. Yeah, keep going. There we go. So that's what we've just bought, a geo filter. Okay, so time's running out, so I'm going to keep going on the slides while you're all playing. So you've all just created a bit of a story or a Snapchat. There are some different ways that you can keep going. All right, hang on. Shh. Okay. Sorry?
How do you actually set up the thing that we brought over on?
Oh, the geo filter?
Yeah.
So,
Mine, it's
okay.
embarrassing, it's
So
all cracked.
take a selfie.
Oh, we did it?
Yep.
But how do you set that?
Oh, okay, I'll get there. So if everyone, zoop, quiet please. Okay, we're going to continue on. Zoop, I don't know what that was. It's a bit embarrassing. Yeah, shh, everyone, go to your room. All right, so we're going to create stories. If you want to be really clever and make clever stories, like Nick said, you can create, a little bit of a drawing board. I usually don't recommend it. That's way too hard, way too much effort. But I thought I'd throw it to you if there's perfectionists in here that want it perfect. If not, moving right along. Okay, I'll get to Snapchat memories. Now, Snapchat is an instant social media. Everything's instant. They brought in Snapchat memories just recently, a couple of months ago. What these are, it just means that we can now upload video footage and imagery and put it to your memory and add it later. So again, you don't have to instantly be taking photos, uploading it. You can take a whole heap of footage, add it to your memory, and then upload it later. So you don't always have to be in your restaurant taking photos. You can take a whole heap of photos one day, take them all done, add them to your memory, and then download them later to your story. So that is a marketer's dream. When that came out, I was kissing the floor when that happened. Because otherwise it was just like, oh my God, I've got to take photos, I've got to run to clients, I've got to take photos, it's crazy. So, now, there's one issue with Snapchat, and I'm hoping it'll change eventually. How do you drive traffic to your Snapchat? You can't just gain followers. You can't just follow someone and hope they follow back. Well, you can, but it's not as much of an etiquette like Instagram and Twitter as Snapchat. You have to manually send people to your Snapchat via a snap code or your username. So if you can see here, we've got, this was a business that we had. We had posters all in the store saying, hey, like us on Snapchat, not like us, add us on Snapchat. We were trying to, we gave them giveaways and competitions to lure them on there. Now, you can also do something called a snap code. That's where you take a screenshot of your Snapchat profile. So when you're playing in your Snapchat, You'll be able to have a look in your profile, you'll see your Snap code, you download it, and you can promote it everywhere. So, hey, follow me here, here's my Snap code, find me. So what we've got here, can't see very well, but this is just, again, an Instagram influencer. She has it in her bio, follow me here, Snapchat. Every post she has, she's got it, follow me, Snapchat. Everything she does, she talks about follow me, Snapchat. She's driving traffic to her Snapchat. So they're the two main sources and ways that you can drive traffic to it. Again, I'm sure they're going to monetize it a lot more than what they're doing at the moment. It will come. I'm sure, again, they'll follow the Facebook model. Now, ghost codes, that's just another way to get people to your Snapchat. A ghost code is where you download, you take a screenshot of your Snapchat code, you download it on this program, and then your Snap code is open for everyone to see. Probably if you're a local business and relying on local traffic, not a biggie. But if you're an e-commerce store and you're looking for an international market, it's probably bigger for you guys. Now, I've just got here brands that are driving traffic to Snapchat. Again, if a brand is doing it, we know it's good. So we've just got here Purina, the dog food. Their Instagram, so this is their Instagram account. That is their Instagram photo, is their Snap code. They've got another thing here. Follow us on Snapchat. They're driving traffic. They know that Snapchat is getting huge. They're smart. Now, geo filters. So that is what I got everyone to do, is to get the geo filter, which is the business boot camp with your photo in it. A geo filter is where we've said to Snapchat, I'm going to pay for you to have that filter for a certain amount of time. So I booked that filter, and I booked it for about 3 hours, and I said, okay, I'm going to have it just on this address, and it cost me $15. So I thought, $15, why not? Now, if you have an event or if you have a promotion and you want to use it, you could drive, have your posters around saying, hey, geo filter, get it on there. People put it to their story. So again, this stuff is all coming, and it will get bigger. So at the moment, it's still merging. It's still coming in. So this is just a geo filter. So here, you can choose where you want the geo filter. That's where we want it, and that's where you can book it. So you just create it on their website.
Does that stay with their story then?
Yep. So you do your selfie, you get the geo filter, and they add it to your story.
And that stays with the story.
Steal some water. Well, it stays on there. Oh, that one's been used. So yeah, that stays on there. Their stories stay for 24 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's just a good way of promoting your brand if you're very location specific. Okay, so we've taken photos of we've done all that one. That's it. Everyone, questions and answers, I'm sure there's heaps. Or there's none, or everyone's just so like, what the hell was that? I'm pretty sure that was it, okay? So I think I've just confused the crap out of you all for that last session.
Well, I think they're good.
Awesome. Okay.
That was really good.
Thank
awesome.
you.
Guys, give
Thank
Katina
you
a big round of
all.
applause. Thank you.
Thanks.